Welcome to Outlaw Aries Blade Works. SPYDERCO Tenacious. So this is a 1-year review. I've carried this thing a little over a year, and I have to admit, this is probably one of the baddest knives I've ever owned. I switch my EDC every once in a while, and switch it back and forth with other knives and whatever, but I've carried this for a full year that I know of. I kept close, I figured out how much time I had in this knife carrying it on me or whatever, and I know I've had it at least a year or so carrying it in my pocket. And this is just one badass knife. I mean, I love how SPYDERCO did this design here. It has some jimping here with a little ramp, and it's got this hole here for easy one-hand opening. And this knife is just amazing, so tough. This has G10 scales. You can see the stippling on here. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up. There's a lanyard hole, and these G10 scales, they have holes here and here, and on the other side, both sides, where you have 4 positions for your pocket, for your pocket clip. Really nice pocket clip. It goes in and out of your pocket, super nice. It never grabs on your pocket, never grabs on your skin. It's easy to pull out of your pocket quickly. And the thumb hole here, I really like it because they left it where it's open, where you can put your thumb on it to open it up. But that also has the benefit of using this as a bearing block, taking a piece of wood and putting it right here when you're doing, using this as a bearing block and making a bow drill fire. And this has just been an amazing knife. And this, it has a 90-degree spine right here, and it strikes a mean fire steel. I mean, it throws flames off the fire steel. It's an awesome knife. And this is a SPYDERCO Tenacious. It's HCR13 MOV steel, and if the camera can pick that up, right here, you can see where it's written, and then on the other side it says "Made in China," which that's kind of a bummer, but I like it. I mean, it'd be nice if it was a USA made knife, but I mean, I can't really complain. This is a really just amazing knife. Right here you can see the lock. And this is not a frame lock. This is a liner lock. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. I do like the G10 handles. There's no hot spots on this thing at all, and I've carried it like in every position. And the other thing is you can flip it, and it's super comfortable in your hand this way. Really nice knife. I mean, the way it carries in your hand is just awesome. And this thing is huge for a pocket knife. It's like a pocket sword. It's got an 1/8 inch thick blade. It's 9 1/4 inch long open. 9 1/4 inch long open, and 5 1/4 inch long closed. So you close it up in closed position. It's 5 1/4. It's a big knife. It does have a lanyard hole on the end here. You can see that here, which that's pretty cool. I don't care for lanyard holes, but I kind of like it on this knife. I love that pocket clip though. It's really nice the way it sits in your pocket and everything. It sits nice and low. You have a little bit here to grab when you go to pull it out of your pocket. I'm just blown away with this knife though. I mean, I've beat this thing to death out in the woods, and today I said, well, it needs to be sharpened and cleaned up. So I brought it in here and lubed it up and cleaned up the blade a little bit, got all the sap and junk off of it, and resharpened it, and stropped it on some leather. And it's crazy how sharp this thing is. I mean, it's a beautiful knife, You can see it just goes through whatever. And I did the thumbnail test on this, and there's no skipping. But I highly recommend this. After a year or so of carrying this in my pocket, this has been one of my favorite pocket carry knives as far as a folder that's out there. And I got this in a trade from an old buddy of mine, Jay. If you're watching the channel, bro, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate it. And miss you, man. Wish you were hanging out with me a little bit more. Highly recommend it right here, bro. But anyways, YouTube, if you guys get a chance to pick one of these up, this is an amazing knife. I can't say enough about this, and I might do a couple other reviews on some other knives that I've already done reviews on, because there's a couple of them that I carry on an everyday basis, and they're just badass knives. And you guys see what I do out in the woods and what I put these knives through, and I use them in an everyday situation also. You know, if I'm cutting open cardboard boxes or whittling a stick, cutting paper, opening packages, all the time I'm always running these knives through the mill, just, you know, beating on them, trying to see what I do like about them, the pros and cons, what I don't like about them. I can't say nothing bad about this knife. It's amazing. Anyways, thumbs up on this one, 5-star knife. Get one, you guys will like it. Take care.